Welcome to the Fight Night Daily podcast from Club Pelican. We're here at the fighter workouts. Spenny, come on, give me a little bit of move.
I'm good.
It's been rocking in here all night. We're an hour into the workouts here. Conor Benn's in the ring. The whole entourage came with him. He looks in phenomenal shape. Physically, emotionally, mentally, strategically, perhaps.
Yeah, listen, he knows what he's going into. You know, they had that magnificent fight a few months ago, and they both know they're going back over old ground. You know, there's a lot more to this with family pride, egos, all that mixture going in there. And the Benns are still looking for a victory over the Eubanks. Conor says it has to be this time. He's going all in for this one. Looks like he's grown into the weight a lot better, by the way. He looks like he's filled out a lot more. That may suit him going into this one. Supremely confident as well this week. And most importantly, he's keeping those emotions in check. And that is the important thing here for Conor.
Victory's been 35 years in the making. Let's just pause a minute and have a little look at Conor in there. Look at him milking the crowds, really enjoying it. I like to see this side of fight week where the fighters get to show their wares a little bit. I will say this though, I wouldn't mind a little bit of nastiness between them at some point. A little bit of a push and a pull, just to let us know there's a little bit of spite there.
Yeah, listen, I get what you're saying, but I think for Conor Benn, we worked out last time that those emotions got over him. Eubank got inside his head with those emotions. So I think Conor's doing the right thing here by playing it Mr. Nice Guy, looking the happy guy, not giving Eubank something to feed off.
What are you seeing?
Just a very happy, relaxed fighter. You know, like I say, look, he's in a good place. Mentally, not just physically.
I'm seeing a guy who's light on his feet. I mean, physically, what are we seeing right now?
He looks great. He looks in fantastic condition, as he should do. You know, a fight of this magnitude, with what's on the line, this guy will have left no stone unturned. Conor Benn is a grafter, and you can see there, Tony Sims has obviously done a great job with him. His dad is instrumental in that as well, and he looks in great physical condition.
He's just putting the gloves on now. He's just putting the gloves on, and he's going to work with Tony Sims in there. Do they ever show in there what they're going to do on Saturday night?
No, not at all. You know, this is all about just showcasing their skills, showing people like us what sort of shape they're in, mentally and physically. And I think that's what we get here. We get a little snippet of it, but you can't read anything into these open workouts because hitting the pads is not the real thing. That doesn't tell you anything strategically of what they're going to deliver.
Well, I know what he's going to do. He's going to bring hell.
No, he has to.
He fights.
He has to.
He's always brought hell.
Yeah, he has to, Gareth.
Exactly.
Like, you know, look, Eubank is the better boxer. He has the better boxing IQ. He's got the better jab. He works that jab. He brings it back low. That's where Conor has to get in range. And when that jab goes, he comes in, bop, lets it go with the right hand. That's where he can find success. If Eubank gets too greedy and sits in the pocket too long, that's where Conor gets his opportunity. And I'm sure they've gone over all that.
Yeah, and the thing which he did last time, because Chris Eubank's jab was very good in the first couple of rounds, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
And then he made Chris miss and came in and drew him into that battle. Does he just have to do that again? He does, in my view.
Absolutely. Look, Chris is, like I say, he's the bigger fighter, the better boxer, got the better jab. Conor's game is about being on the inside.
Right, here
that's
he is
where
again
he's
now.
successful.
The gloves are on now. He's in there with Tony Sims, lifelong trainer, of course, since he came here as a 16-year-old from Australia via Spain. It's amazing to think he was a private schoolboy at one point, isn't it? He's an absolute terror in the ring.
Yeah, he certainly is. But listen, when you're trying to fill shoes like Nigel Benn, you know, and you want to come out of your dad's shadows, that gives you that extra drive.
Jab, 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 Spence. Nice to see it.
Yeah, but look, he's going to be setting up the jab to get on the inside. That's what he has to do. He can't be reckless on the way in because Chris Eubank Jr. is physically very strong. And Conor's game is on the inside. But how do you get on the inside? You got to work off the jab. You got to move your feet into range and let the shots go. That's what they have to do. Last time he was fighting on emotion, letting shots go just for the sake of throwing them. He can't afford to do that this time.
What I really like about him is his neck's thickened up. He looks big around the shoulders. He's built I'm sure they've worked on his legs as well. Like you say, he's built to 160 now, hasn't he? And he'll be 167, 168 in there on Saturday night.
He's grown into the weight, Gareth. That's exactly what's happened. You know, he's come up from 147, boxed his last couple of fights at 154, and he moved up, and you could see the physical disadvantages for him in there against Eubank in the last fight. And now he seems to have grown into it more. You're right, he's put on weight around the shoulders. He's done it the right way.
Just pause for a moment. Look at that physicality where he's stepping low. I've got to reveal this, by the way. Here's a breaking story on Ring Magazine. Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul are finalising a deal for a heavyweight fight on Netflix in December in Miami. Sources tell the Ring Magazine's Mike Coppinger. What do you make of that?
Well, Anthony Joshua was talking about wanting warm-up fights before going into bigger fights, but look, it's prize fighting at the end of the day, and the way that Joshua was here and Matchroom and all the team, the fans won't like this, by the way.
I don't like it.
No, I don't like it either. But the way that Joshua will see it is as a money grab. He'll see it as an easy money grab, but at this stage of his career, is it a fight he should be taking? Nah, definitely not.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be licensed because it's a really dangerous fight.
Do we know if it's an exhibition or a real fight?
We don't know yet, but I don't think they should be allowing Anthony Joshua in a ring with Jake Paul. It's dangerous for him.
It can't be a real fight, because if it's a real fight, Anthony Joshua would take Jake Paul's head clean off. So it can't be a real fight.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah,
I don't want to see a man decapitated in Miami
yeah,
in a ring in December.
Listen, and that's what will happen. So let's see how it unfolds.
And if Ring Magazine are reporting it, they're normally great big ears to the ground. Mike Coppinger is not always right, but he will have put that out based on authority. It's literally just broken.
December, what was that?
But there's no date. In December, it says.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Watch this space.
Come on, let's talk about this. Can we condone this or not?
No, it's not a fight. That's what I'm saying. It has to be an exhibition, surely, because how can you warrant like an Olympic gold medalist, two-time world heavyweight champion, who's still got a lot left in the tank, going in against, no disrespect to YouTuber, turned boxer that's never really boxed at any sort of level, lost to Tommy Fury, and now you're talking about Anthony Joshua. Come on, that's like, really?
14 months ago, he got beaten up by Daniel Dubois. He's been away from the ring for ages. Now he's stepping in against a YouTuber who's probably wouldn't even win a Southern area title. This affects his legacy, Spencer. I know you're the president of the Anthony Joshua Appreciation Society, but come on, critique. They shouldn't be having this fight. He can't have this fight and then fight Tyson Fury next.
Do you need a seat, mate? You're getting a little bit excited there,
Why
mate. Just relax a little bit and just relax a little bit. But no, I'm agreeing with you.
Good.
I'm agreeing with you.
I'm really shocked.
Can I speak?
I'm really shocked.
Can I speak?
Yes, I'm really shocked.
I'm agreeing with you. I don't think Anthony Joshua should be having this fight at this stage of his career, but not at all. If we're talking about a rebuild and a route back to the world title, Jake Paul shouldn't happen right now.
Okay, we'll have a little break. So we've had Conor Benn, and behind us, working out, we're going to have a little look at him, Chris Eubank Jr. He's been through his paces a little bit. He's got the gloves on, Spencer. Very accurate, very deliberate punches. Maybe showing the game plan, maybe not.
Well, listen, we never quite know with Chris Eubank Jr., do you? Because what he says and what he does, he's a very unpredictable guy. What we've seen in there so far tonight is that Eubank working behind that jab, where he was getting success early on in the first contest. And for me, he needs to keep it long, for as long as possible before getting drawn into that dogfight, because that's Conor Benn's game. But we saw up there was accuracy with that jab. You know, the range looked good, the sharpness was there, the right hand had some snap on it as well. He looks very, very good at the moment, Chris Eubank Jr., as he should do with what's coming up on Saturday night.
He's just limbering up in there, going through his plyometrics. Looks in fantastic shape. Let's have a little look at him. He's enjoying the crowd, enjoying the media. Stopped to talk to us yesterday on his way out. Very relaxed about everything. Conor Benn hasn't given him anything to bite on yet. And Chris Eubank hasn't given Conor Benn anything to bite on yet.
Well, this is exactly it. We saw the drama and, the drama of the last fight and what was going on, the antics that were going on in and around it, and that was the big selling point, wasn't it? Now we go, what was the narrative this time? We saw the ambulance stuff from Chris Eubank Jr. at the beginning of the week, but Conor Benn's played it very smart here. He's not let the emotions get the better of him, and that's what Eubank was feeding off last time, the emotions, and he was getting inside Conor's head. So Chris has had nothing to go on here, so it's been quite quiet, quite subdued, but anything, as I say, could happen.
I mean, we're not seeing a lot of what he's doing here, but what we're seeing is light on his feet, very fit, enjoying the dance, enjoying the movement.
Enjoying the moment, and I think that is important. You know, we had an unbelievable fight back in April at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and Eubank might recognise at 36 years of age, this could possibly be the last time that he gets in the ring, depending on the outcome of this fight. And a guy like this is soaking up the moment, enjoying the moment. He's got a great team around him. Bomac in the corner will be instrumental in coming up with that game plan. But this kid is switched on. Take a look at him. Look how focused he is right now.
Gloves are now coming off. Might try and get a hold of him on the way past, just to see if we can get one word with him. We'll have a look. His team are very protective of him at the moment. As we just throw forward a little bit to tomorrow, don't miss Eddie Hearn, Simon Jordan going head-to-head on White and Jordan. Don't miss all the news around Anthony Joshua and the fight potentially with Jake Paul. I'm still in shock over it, if I'm honest. Do we need, at tomorrow's press conference, I mean, we're lit. Around the event, we're all lit in the bubble. We're lit now. Do we need a little push and a pull at the press conference tomorrow? A little bit of fire.
I think we need a little something, don't we? Because the first build-up fight week of the first contest was something exceptional. You know, there was twists and turns and things, dramas going on the whole time, every day. And like I say, it's been quite subdued, this one. And I think that's down to a lot of it, guys, that these two know what they're going into now. Chris Eubank Jr. may have underestimated Conor Benn in that first fight. He got the weight massively wrong, but he knows he's in a real fight now. Both guys are just getting down to business, because what you can guarantee on Saturday night is fireworks. They will deliver.
Earlier on, by the way, we spoke to the musical act that is Sam Gilly and Olly Murs. Well, we've got joining us on the podcast right now, Sam Gilly has already worked out. We know what he's about on Saturday night. But we have the musical impresario, soccer player, all-round good guy, Olly Murs with us. Has he been your sparring partner during this or not?
Yeah, I've needed him quite a lot, to be fair. Mate, he's brilliant. He trains with us all the time. He's a great little addition to the team.
So I've actually seen you working out, mate. I know you work out with little Harvey Horn.
Yeah.
This guy can fight a little bit, by the way. I want to ask you,
Spencer,
before we get into Sam Gilly, mate, are we going to see you in the ring?
You know what? You never know. You can never say never. If you'd have asked me a year or two ago, I would have probably said no. But over the years, I've been learning my footwork. I've been learning to punch properly, and it's a really hard sport, boxing. If you've never done it before, you know, it's not as easy as you think. You just walk in the gym and I'll hit a few pads, but it's so much to learn. And I said to Sam when I first come in, I want to start from scratch. I want to see where it goes, and I've got to a point now where I'm happy where I'm at. Who knows?
I've been following it, actually, Olly. Sorry, Gareth. I've been following it, actually, Olly, and I've seen that progression. And boxing's very addictive, isn't it? Like you say, you're always looking for that next high and that next buzz. And I'm going, Olly's going to get in there, mate. It's going to happen.
I think, you know what?
Can I answer that?
Go on.
Yeah, he will. He will. He's got that. He wants to test himself in anything he does. Not just boxing, anything he does. So, dangling that little carrot in front of him, he's around this all the time, so he's going to want to experience that.
There's definitely something about it. And obviously, listen, I watch Misfits, I see all the stuff going on. Who knows? I never know.
The thing is, Olly, as a civilian, which you and I are,
Yeah, we are.
when you see guys this size making the weight they do, it's, what are you, 12 stone, 12 and a half stone?
Yeah.
So you're fighting better Bivol Bivol, basically.
Crazy, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? You're fighting
Definitely
Anthony
that.
Yards.
Yeah.
You're fighting Joshua Boetzy.
It's crazy. No, I mean,
Gareth, just to let you know, mate, there is easier fights out there for him at that weight division, mate.
yeah, but
At world level.
I was going to say, hopefully someone who's a bit like me that doesn't know what they're doing.
All right, a kind of wide tangential question. Does training in boxing help you with your musicality as well?
It 100% does. And that's why I said to Sam, for me, when I'm on tour, and obviously when I'm touring, I'm dancing and performing a lot, especially when I'm doing my arenas. With singing, a lot of our songs are 3 minutes long. So for me, if I can keep the pace in 3 minutes by singing and performing at the same time, I noticed the first year we did training, I couldn't believe how much my performance changed.
Yeah.
I was so much fitter, my recovery was better on stage, I wasn't out of breath after a song. So boxing for me has massively helped with my career, yeah.
And do you sing for 3 minutes and know the bell should be going or not?
Yeah, we sort of do a trade. He comes here, he comes to boxing, and then I'll go and do an hour of Tottenham songs with it.
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
you Tottenham as well?
No.
Are you Arsenal?
I'm Man United.
Oh,
Of course.
okay.
That makes sense, doesn't it? Essex boy, Sportsman United.
Yeah.
What can I say? Listen, I'm a Tottenham fan with Arsenal as my second favourite team. So
Here we go.
I can't talk. I can't talk.
Such a wrong one.
Listen, let's get on to you, Sam. Reality here now. Fight week. We're getting close. Open workouts and all that. How are you feeling?
Yeah, great. I mean, it's been a dream to be part of these events, and now I'm here. Do you know what I mean? It's to be in front of you guys, to be like, I always watch as a fan, watch all the fighters doing this. To be actually doing it myself is like, it's unreal.
Boxing at your own stadium as well. How big is that?
Mate, it is, but the closer I get, the more I'm thinking it is just a boxing ring. I've got a job to do on Saturday night. Yes, it is amazing that I'm fighting at the stadium, but I've got to put that to one side. It's time to zone in now, because at the end of the day, there's four corners and ropes, and there's going to be me and Ishmael Davies in there. Don't matter about the surroundings, and I've got a job to do when I'm in there.
That's fascinating, because we talked to you about that 48 hours ago, didn't we, at the Stratford, and you were like, yeah, man, I'm going to fight in Tottenham. That's very interesting psychologically, what you're doing to yourself 48 hours later.
It's coming up now. It's in touching distance.
It's real.
Well, yeah, we've got 2 more events, and then it's here. Listen, media day was nice. Obviously, it was the start of the week. It was relaxed. But listen, we've done the open workout. We've done the grand arrivals. We're here now. This is business.
Ollie, we've got to ask you, because we've asked everyone all week, are you a Ben or a Eubank in the second fight?
I'm an underdog fan, and I feel Ben again. A bit like Sam, actually. I've noticed a big change in Sam. Looks more dialed in, more focused. And I think even Conor, even though he was focused for the first fight, there's just something in his demeanour these last few weeks and months on his social media. I mean, you can't read too much into it, but I've always backed the underdog. I just got a feeling like Ben's going to do it.
You're going to get a concert in Saudi Arabia from Turkey Al Sheikh on Saturday night when you meet him or not?
I really hope so.
Mate, oi, forget the concert in Saudi Arabia. What about performing on Saturday night? We're in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Come
I
on.
don't think the Spurs fans will want to hear that. But just saying one.
Not singing as he walks out then.
Nah, he would hate me doing that. And you know what? It's not about. Listen, I love it. I'm not here for me. I'm here to support my mate, and I really want him to go out and show the world what he's all about. And this is huge for him this week. And like he just said, you know, it's really interesting behind the scenes seeing this, and all fighters are all different. You know, and Sam's in a good place, and
It's a big moment for him.
Huge. Massive.
he's dangerous.
Do you know what? He's just come to the hotel, and obviously we're all staying in the same hotel, and like we're waiting for the chauffeur here, and he didn't realise that Ishi's about 6 foot away from me, and he's like, mate, this game is mad. Like, you're all literally just mingling around, then on a Saturday night you got to go to war.
It's like going back to the amateurs, isn't it? You remember when you're boxing the amateurs and you're in tournaments and you got the kid that you're boxing here, and then if you get through that one, you're boxing him, and it's all a bit weird.
Staring them out in the hall, isn't you? Yeah.
But it's fascinating how everyone's preparing for the fight differently. Some are more in the corner in their own self, thinking of the fight. Whereas Sam, he's dialed in, but when Sam's relaxed and feeling good, for me anyway, as his friend, I can see that he's focused.
We get you all the stars on this show. They're great fun, those two, aren't they?
They certainly are, and I tell you what, I'm gonna try and train Olly Murs for that fight. Misfits, we're coming for you.
Wow, I love it. We also caught up with Sam Jones earlier, the manager of Daniel Dubois. Had a bit of news about that. And of course, he's Jack Catterall's guy as well. Always fun with Sam Jones. I'm here with 100% real Sam Jones. 100% real, he tells me. Real, Real,
Back.
real,
Back.
real.
Back.
Right. Why is Daniel Dubois not fighting Ajit Kabayel
Let's
next?
go. Pantem Pro v Gareth A. Davies, everybody!
Because I'm worth it.
Listen.
That's L'Oreal, by the way.
Daniel Dubois against Caballero can happen first thing next year. Daniel Dubois is ready to fight anybody. Anybody. Team Dubois is open for business.
Okay, good.
Is Agit Caballero on that list?
Yeah.
Because I know that fight's been talked about. We thought we might get that in January. Now Agit is boxing someone else. That could be the fight after.
Yeah, I'm not sure I don't know who the guy who he's fighting. With the greatest respect, I don't know him. But
Yeah.
when he gets through that fight, let's go.
Nice.
Echo Esserman working out behind us, of course. You're here with...
Jack Catterall.
It's a big fight for him on Saturday night.
Massive fight on the best stage possible. It's 70,000 people at Tottenham Hotspur. Grateful for the opportunity Jack is, and he's going to take it with both hands.
Dangerous opponent, Eckerman, though.
Absolutely. Echo's a great opponent, which Spencer alluded to. But Jack Catterall's going to show the difference between a good fighter and a great fighter on Saturday.
Sam, you got to respect Jack, you know, at this stage of his career, you know, to say that he needs to find something else and maybe an extra motivation, something fresh. And he's taking himself over to Bozy Ennis. You just look at that and you go, I know what that takes as a fighter, especially at that stage of your career. You have to respect it. It shows his hunger.
Jack's got a newborn son that he had to take off, and he got on an aeroplane. I went over there for 2 weeks with him, and then I left him for 6 weeks. So to do that at his stage in his career shows serious cojones, and it's all gonna be rewarded on Saturday night, Spencer. A massive performance.
As we know, you've been with Jack a long time. You know him so well. You've had some great skits with him over time as well, of course, very famously. Where would you like to see him go next year?
Do you know what, Gareth? And I mean this. All I want to see is Jack Catterall win on Saturday night. I've got my plans because we can't disrespect someone like Echo. I've got a plan in my head where I want him to.
Don't want to jinx it either.
But all I want him to do on Saturday is like Echo Esserman up like a Christmas tree on Saturday, and we move on to a world title.
Do you know what, Sam? You have to respect it, actually, because, like, you know, Jack could have taken different paths or whatnot. Echo coming off that good win over Josh Taylor, and you go, he's got momentum with him as well, and you just go, I respect that, you know, like you go, no world titles on the line, you know, a serious banana skin,
Just
you go, let's go, great fight, love it.
Yeah, just a great fight. Listen, I like Echo. You can't not like him. It's two really good guys.
Yeah.
Jack and Echo, if you ever met them, they're two brilliant guys. There's no fake beef. There's none of that. You're just going to see a fantastic fight on Saturday, and I believe the styles are going to complement each other really well. But ultimately, Jack Catterall's going to whoop him.
I like it because, you know, he beat the man, and now he's going to beat the man that beat the man if he does it on Saturday night. Who have you got your eyes on outside anyone here who's going to be a massive star coming up? Is it Pat Brown?
Oh, you mean who's boxing on the
Side this card.
Okay, but on this card, Adam Azim, I'm a big fan of him. He's a fantastic talent, Adam, and I think he's going to do he's fighting a really tough guy on Saturday, but Adam's going to do great.
By the way, they had a big row over there just now. Kurt Scooby and Adam Azim. And Adam looked quite adrenaline up from it.
The American's coming here to fight, Gareth. He's not coming here to mess around. But Adam Azim is a special fighter. But going back to the prospects,
Your boy's in the ring right now as well. But
Patrick the Bomber Brown is the best prospect in the world. In the world. And I said
no, not more than Mo Zitama.
No, Moses Tama's not a prospect. He's number one in the world, Gareth.
Okay.
Come on, Gareth. Pan 10, Gareth. Come on, let's go, Gareth. Pat Brown.
Still a
Pat
prospect.
Brown is under 10 fights, the best prospect in the world.
He seems to have everything.
He's got absolutely everything. Tune in to watch him because it's a big fight in March next year.
Hold on, before you go, did you just call him Pan 10 Gareth?
Pan 10 Pro v Gareth A. Davies.
Right, brilliant, on that note, that's brilliant, mate.
That is not the shampoo of my choice, by the way. Well, one thing about Sam Jones, he's right about a lot of things, but he's not right about the shampoo that I use.
Well, listen, I can't comment on that one. I must say though, mate, your hair looks beautiful today. That's all I can say.
That's the first
A
time.
nice little bit of shine there.
That's the first time you've ever complimented me, and I'm very touched. Now look, it's a really big end of the week because we've got heavyweight battles between Eddie Hearn and Simon Jordan. We've got we're going to be talking about Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul for the rest of the week now as well.
I think we've...
And as they prepare behind us to bring Chris Eubank through his Bomac as trainer, and Chris Eubank through to end the proceedings tonight. We've seen two guys primed and ready for battle, haven't we?
Absolutely. Listen, like I said to you, both guys know what it is. They know what they're going into. You guys have seen the first night. You know what it is. You know what we're going to get. Two gladiators going toe-to-toe in a 12-round battle. It's one of those fights where, with Eubank and at the stage of his career he is, how much did that last fight take out of him? We don't know that. How much has Conor now grown into the 160 weight? We don't know that. So, although the first fight was a great one, the narratives around this one, you know, we're all going to have an opinion, but no one really knows who that first bell goes. It's a great fight.
The fathers had their great rematch. Rematches have a habit of creating a lot of drama. As Chris Eubank leaves the venue for the night. Hi, gents. How are you?
How we doing, bro?
Yeah, the family leave the venue. There he is, focused as hell. There he is. Yeah, they're nodding away. It's been great here all week. We look forward to tomorrow. Rematches, by the way, which we can maybe talk about tomorrow. Hang glider man at the rematch of Holyfield and Bowe. The ear-biting incident, the rematch of Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. Sugar Ray Leonard and Duran, the no mass fight. Rematches often deliver.
Oh, absolutely. You know, you got to think about Mickey Walden, Arturo Gatti, the best trilogy of all time. Marco Antonio Barrera, going in against Eric Morales. Rematches do deliver.
They do.
But this one's got something slightly different to all the rest of those. Family history. And that will make these boys deliver.
And blood is always thicker than water. We'll see you tomorrow.